Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline. It's East versus West here in Milwaukee. The Bucks hope to put on a show for this home crowd. And Prince with the jam.
Prince can really elevate now. He plays much bigger than 6'7", and we just saw an example of that there.
Booker, no good.
And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board.
And with the score of the Suns, Greg, you never know who is going to initiate the offense for them.
And that can cause problems at times, Kevin. Can run you into issues keeping the ball moving. Turnovers can be their Achilles heel as well.
Pass to KD. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Yeah, at first glance, you might think Durant has trouble finishing through contact, but think again, folks. I mean, you can't measure desire by body type.
And he comes up with the deuce.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Booker. It's Durant on the wing. 6 to shoot. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on Brook Lopez. GA, when we think about Devin Booker's scoring ability, he always has been ahead of the curve.
The youngest player ever to score 70 in a game, amongst the youngest to get to 10,000 points. Booker is on a historic scoring pace.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
And that one's good, Lillard.
So effective in the catch and shoot is Lillard. You give him an inch, and he's taking much more than that.
Now here's Durant. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. KD's got 5 points so far.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And Mike Budenholzer has called a timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. And here's Phoenix. Outside, KD. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Durant commands so much attention. Part of the reason why he had a wide open teammate there.
And Ball sends it back. Fast break. Here come the Suns. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. And stolen by Bull. And here we go with Allen running it up the court. Bull, that's good. Bull's got his second bucket.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
To the middle. Here's Kuzma.
And, I think Kuzma's the kind of guy you've got to push out of the paint. When you don't, this is what happens.
Booker in the post. Back to Bull. Allen outside. Buries the long-range jumper.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Clark, there are some that would say that Giannis Antetokounmpo is the best player in Milwaukee Bucks history. Others might say Lou Alcindor. What do you say?
Hey, pump the brakes on that Giannis. I love the Greek freak. But I tell you, Kareem is my guy. I would tip my hat there, but I certainly understand why others would say Giannis. I'm going to hang my hat with Kareem.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thank you. Kevin Durant is the human cheat code. Bradley Beal says of his new teammate, he's 7 feet tall, he can shoot the ball, he can do everything. It's a little unfair. I get a bit jealous sometimes. I wish I was 7 feet, but nothing he does really surprises me. When he's in attack mode and locked in, there's nothing you can do. Kevin?
Not a single darn thing. You're so right. David, thanks. And here's Kuzma after Devin Booker getting his shot to go from deep.
Yeah, you know, Prince is always doing a nice job working to get open, and that's the reward you get for staying active, keeping yourself moving, an open look on the jump shot there.
Now here's Allen. Good. A nice assist from Booker. Allen's got 5.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service dimes tonight. One sweet one after another.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Right side, Durant. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Man, great tenacity from Durant there. I mean, he makes it so difficult to guard him without fouling.
That one misses. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Pass to Portis. The putback. Can't throw down the putback. And so it's Phoenix in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We'll take... And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Phoenix.
To me, it's been the ball movement. That's been the key. I mean, going from good to great. Not settling for a good shot, making that extra pass, keeping the defense off balance, and taking great shots.
Pass to Beal. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. To the wing right side. Back to Richards. Just 5 on the clock. Phoenix needs to get off a shot. Shoots the 3. Bradley Beal, and that's good. Beal's got the lead up to 11 now for Phoenix. Every year, Greg, we get a new batch of rookies into the NBA, and sometimes we're all guilty of judging them too early.
Oh, absolutely. I think we need probably 3 years to evaluate a player. You know, fans and media can be a little harsh at times, but not everybody develops at the same rate. And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on it.
And stolen by Booker. And here comes the break. Richards with it. Now guarded by Porter. Here's Booker. Pass to Richards. Back to Booker. Now, here's Dunn. No good that time. Giannis with some nice D. Greg in the process to bring in all their stars. The Suns don't have a lot of ways to add players in the near future.
Yeah, they don't control their draft picks for the next few years. That was part of the price for Beal and Durant. They'll have to be very shrewd to add rotation pieces to help them win.
And Mike Budenholzer has called a timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Outside for KD. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Man, Durant is a flat-out baller, showing off his wily strength on these tough finishes. He's a thin guy, but he's a strong guy.
Lillard with it. Prince outside. Pass to Lopez. Outside Portis. Hits it from three-point range.
Does not shoot many from out there, but Portis makes them at a decent clip.
Here's Beal. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. Outside Durant. Lets it go with a three. Offensive rebound.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Out to Kuzma. To the left wing. Lillard scanning the floor. Just 5 to shoot. Kuzma can't get it to go.
You can see he just rushed that a little bit. Lost the focus, I think.
Booker, right side. Over Lopez. No good off the back of the rim. Prince with it. Now Beal defending. Prince can't hit. Phoenix leading by 11. And always hovering around the 50, 40, 90 mark, Kevin Durant is both prolific and, Greg, efficient.
And Kevin, you want to talk about guys in this league who make winning plays time and time again? KD is right at the top of that list.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And it's good for 2. Portis has got 5 points in the quarter.
That's just a case of pure strength and effort by Bobby Portis.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish.
Guys, they're not backing off at all, are they?
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Booker's shot is good.
And you know, defenses try to get physical with Booker, and now he's used to that. He just plays through the contact.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. And Coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Bucks trail by 13. Trent outside. And the Bucks miss again. Allen right side. Jones with it. And it's Trent picking him up. Back to Durant. Outside Beal. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Beal's got 7.
Yeah, offensively, Beal is a smooth operator.
Porter inside. Trent with the wide open look. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Trent's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Now here's Jones. Nothing on the board. Down low. The shot by KD. No good.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And so it's Phoenix up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. We'll return shortly. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Well, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, and Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks very much, Kevin. And another Kevin Durant, is the most decorated member of the Suns star trio. KD says, I believe in this team and we believe in one another. I like our chemistry. Not just the three of us, but our whole team. Our coaching staff is doing a great job. I'm not promising anything, but I like our chances against anybody. Kevin, they certainly have the talent.
David, indeed they do. To the inside.
And he was camped in just the right spot to swipe that pass away down low.
Good work there as it goes.
Just like clockwork, Lopez doing damage inside.
To the paint. Back to Richards. KD a screen. Booker inside. Clock at 6. Done with it. Picked up by Kuzma. From outside, off the mark. Bucks trail by 12. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Kuzma not only has great skill, but his balance is so good. Even when he gets bumped around, he still finds a way to score.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. And we know Kuzma's always been a terrific scorer. But, Greg, he's developed as a passer over time.
And, Kevin, early in his career, Kuzma wasn't called on to be a leader. But he's grown into that role, and he puts effort into orchestrating for his teammates.
So both teams making some changes here. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Here's Durant. Oh.
How about Durant getting acrobatic and putting on a show for this crowd? That's impressive.
Back to Porter. Pass to Portis. Outside Porter. Trent outside. Back to Porter. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. And Ball sends it back. KD looking around. Back to Bowles. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Bowles got 6 points.
The guard-like quickness of Durant makes him hard to guard. Which in turn opens up passing lanes for him, too.
Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. From deep, Trent drills the three-pointer. Trent got his second bucket of the game to go.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Inside. A kick out to O'Neal. Allen outside. Pass to KD. KD so efficient in there.
Durant has definitely been on one tonight, knocking down shots for himself at a high rate.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Kicks it out to Lillard. Latrey. O'Neal with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And Greg, 2 seasons ago, the Bucks ranked first in defensive rating. Last season, they dropped down to number 19.
Yeah, shifting defensive schemes, coaching changes, also swapping Drew Holiday for Damian Lillard. But they can and should be better than 19.
1:36 left in the third. Trent can't hit. Phoenix leading by 15. Outside, KD. Now Booker. 14 points for him. Pass to O'Neal. Beal from long range. Here's Richards. Another one falls for Phoenix.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
Well, you know, that's the way it's going to be for them today, fellas. Can't sustain any momentum.
Durant with it. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo. From 10 feet out. Richards no good. And it's the Bucks on the break. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It goes on Devin Booker.
And Antetokounmpo is really an absolute terror in the open floor. I mean, love seeing a guy his size run the floor the way he does. Wow, impressive.
Clark, what in the world is left for Giannis to accomplish at this point?
You know, Kevin, I don't know, quite honestly. I mean, perhaps more championships or MVPs. He's really done it all. Maybe a scoring title. But whatever he does from this point on, it's only going to add to what's been a Hall of Fame career.
From deep, Trent. And Devin Booker pulls it down. Outside for Beal. No good on the three. Here's Giannis. Antetokounmpo converts inside.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Here's Booker. Solid as a rock from 20 feet away. Booker's got 16 points. Out of bounds, Phoenix will take possession.
You know, I think he may have forced that pass when there was really no reason to.
There's Beal with the three. And so it's Phoenix. Their lead at 15 going into the break. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And so Giannis will bring it up for the Bucks. 15-point game. He's off on that one. Plumlee with some nice D. Here's Booker. The rebound by the Bucks. Outside Portis. Outside Antetokounmpo. There's Giannis with the slam.
It's been Giannis's night. His points have come in a variety of ways, and as usual, he has been relentless.
Booker outside. A kick out to O'Neal. Pass to Plumlee. Good ball movement here by the Suns.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Milwaukee with the ball. Trailing by 13. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. That's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time.
You really have to appreciate and respect the spirit Giannis plays the game with. A beacon of energy and enthusiasm for his team. They all feed off of him with an attitude of joy and unselfishness.
Prince wide open. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
Well, I'd have to say Lillard is one of the game's best passers right now.
And Mike Budenholzer has called a timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Hey, guys. Well, Mike Budenholzer had some advice for the team during the timeout. Now, Coach told his team, we're up. Take care of the ball. Don't give them the game. Playing smart basketball will clinch a victory for us. Guys?
Thanks, David. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Suns.
I'm in love with how they're moving the basketball all game long, and also their ability to move without the ball. That style just makes it so difficult to defend.
Portis the screen. And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. And here is Prince. Portis the screen. 4 on the shot clock. Prince can't hit.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Dunn misses. Bucks trail by 12. And the wide open shot from Green. And the lead is down inside single digits. Green's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. It's Durant on the wing. Dunn right side. And again, it's the Suns missing. And the Bucks with possession. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. The kick out to Porter. And that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
And all of a sudden, that great run makes this a ball game again. And now is no time to take your foot off the gas. They have got to stay aggressive.
I think they will. I mean, they're close enough to taste it. So they're going to keep that pressure on and keep coming at it.
Outside Porter. Pass to Sims. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
It's certainly been an impressive run. They finally found the right formula to break down the defense.
Prince looking around. They kick it out to Green. Goes back up. Pass to Portis. And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. 6 on the shot clock. Kuzma outside. The 17-footer. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Phoenix leading by 5. Pass to Bull. Back to Allen. Kicks it out to Booker. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. And they're running. Here's Antetokounmpo. And it's Trent with the extra effort.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Well, it starts with defense. They got some stops, scored some buckets after that, and now we've got ourselves a ball game.
Down low. Bull. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Brook Lopez. He's able to hit the second one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. 40 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Kuzma inside. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Boy, it is so difficult not to foul Lillard. I mean, you never know exactly how to shade him defensively because he's so versatile.
The free throw is good from Lillard.
And he doesn't let the pressure get to him. Cool and confident from the line.
I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Booker with it. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's a 4-point ballgame.
Clutch free throws there. That should ensure they're going home with the W.
Timeout called, the Bucks. 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
Trying to stay alive. They've got to work quickly.
Yeah, they're going to draw up a play here, I think, to get a shot right off of the inbound pass and not waste too much time at all.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And he ends up making the second, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. 7 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
They didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Lillard from outside. That one, no good. So it's Phoenix picking up the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. Hello, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. We'll hear from reporter Allie LaForce in a moment. Now here's Irving with the drive. Davis misses.
Well, that's a look. He has to finish, and he knows it. Lone opportunity.
Well, Clark, the first 9 years of his career, he played mostly power forward. But over the last 3, Anthony Davis playing a lot of center.
And I think his game has become more focused on staying in the paint, which is where he's dominant. He's added tons of strength over the years. He's using that to his advantage. He's always been one of the special players in the league, in my opinion. And he's still one of the top 15 guys in the league for sure.
Just 3 to shoot. Here's Irving. Misses off the left iron.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
Nice shot by Wembanyama.
There were questions about Wembanyama's strength coming into the league. No problem with the contact here.
Fox feeling it out a bit. To the inside. And Wembanyama gets it to go.
Yeah, this is what everyone wants to see Wembanyama doing. Dominating on the inside.
To the middle. It's stolen by Fox. To the paint. Victor Wembanyama again. Wembanyama's got 6.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Pass to Fox. And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. And the shot goes.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Here's Thompson. Misses, and the dry spell continues. Pass to Fox. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. And Fox powers it home.
Really taking charge of the game, largely with a detailed interior attack.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes the team.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wembanyama. Irving looking around. High arcing shot. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. You know, Clark, watching Kyrie Irving, he still does things you just can't believe.
His ball handling ability is just remarkable, and his finishing ability surpasses his rush hour handles. And that's saying a ton. He can beat anybody off the dribble. He can make tough shots. He really is one of the elite scorers from the guard position in the history of the NBA. I don't think that's an overstatement. From the angles he finishes, the shots he can make, he's as elite as we've had in the league.
And there's the basket, and the whistle blows. Chance at a three-point play here. Going to the line for one. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for San Antonio.
Look at the fast break point total from these guys. I mean, they're really hustling, working hard. And those hustle points are showing up on the scoreboard.
Irving for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Irving's got 5 now.
Some of the quickest hands in the NBA. Kyrie showing you that quick release there.
Wembanyama. Davis with a rebound. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, there's a lot of room for growth for the Spurs, even with their rising star, Victor Wembanyama, who said, I know it's not going to be easy. It's going to take some time before we contend for a title. I'm ready for anything and ready to sacrifice. I'm patient, but I'm not wasting time. Brian, plenty of motivation.
Chasing greatness is what they're doing, Allie. And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Irving up top. 5 points in the game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Buries it down low. 7 points in the game.
Hey, the skills of Kyrie are obvious, but what isn't so obvious is his underestimated strength.
The shot by Sohan, no good. Here's Irving. He's got 7. "40 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Fader on the way. That one rolls around and rims out. San Antonio leading by 8. Outside Paul. Sohan outside. Spurs need to get one up here. Paul for 3. San Antonio again can't hit. Left side Irving. Sohan with some nice D. And so it's San Antonio finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing inspired defense. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, guys, before we move on, what do you think about the Spurs at this point?
It's simple. When you can protect the rim the way they have, it's a big advantage.
Yeah, you have a guy in there blocking a bunch of shots or multiple players blocking shots. It causes the offense to think twice when they go up for shots in there.
No good that time. Excellent D there from Lively. You know, when you think about how the Mavs play defense, so much depends on how they defend the point of attack. They've got great rim protection and rotations, but if they aren't stopping penetration, it's tough. Here's Marshall. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
Fox outside. Takes a 3. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Dinwiddie outside. Pass to Marshall. Lively inside. No points yet. Dinwiddie with it. And Johnson picks him up defensively. Dinwiddie, no good. Spurs lead by 6. And Sohan gets it to go.
And really a two-way force in transition. Sohan will run out on the break, and he can get back quickly on defense as well.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Here's Christie. Yes, and a nice assist from Dinwiddie. Christie's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. On offense, here is San Antonio. Pass to Castle. Here's the 3. Lively grabs a miss.
And, the defense to me looked like they were okay to let him prove he could make that shot.
Up top, Dinwiddie. Over Fox. Again, the Mavericks good for 2 more.
Well, this is what makes Dinwiddie so dangerous, guys. His shot preparation makes him ready to shoot as soon as he catches it.
Mavericks trail by 3. Pass to Washington. And here's Lively. Screen by Lively. Over Fox. Another one falls for Dallas. And the elite bigs today can score posting and facing up, Clark. Can all those options make it hard to decide which way to attack?
Well, I agree with you there, and I think it's a good problem to have, quite honestly, B.A. I mean, that's also, I think, where coaching and analytics comes into play, trying to keep track of what approach is going to work best for you.
Oh, an absolute bomb by Fox.
Hey, I'm stating the obvious here, but he was very comfortable taking that shot. Not a defender in sight.
Pass to Lively. Washington a screen. Dinwiddie. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
Well, there's not much to not like about Spencer Dinwiddie's game. He's a 6'5" combo guard. He can handle the rock. He can play with the ball, off the ball. Love his versatility.
And that's good as he hits both shots. And so Paul will bring it up for the Spurs. It's a 5-point game. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Victor Wembanyama is looking to make the Spurs a contender. He said, my hunger is bigger than ever to win and compete. I can get so much better, and this is what I'm trying to do every game, every week, and every month. There's no need to be frustrated. I keep my long-term goals in mind.
Passion and patience. Good stuff, Allie. Thank you. Christie's shot is off. A minute 20 left in the second period. Right side, Paul. Down low. Here's Wembanyama.
And you see how fluid Wembanyama is. 7'5" guys shouldn't be able to move like this.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
San Antonio leading by 7. Pass to Barnes. Lets the three fly. And the rebound goes to Dallas. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he knocks down the first one. Hits both from the stripe.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
That's tipped. Inside. Here's Irving. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
That is the signature of Irving. He is an incredible finisher near the basket.
Here's a three from Paul. Rebound, Anthony Davis. Mavericks trail by 3. Here's Irving. Pass to Marshall. On the wing, Davis. Two on the clock. The shot misses. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. San Antonio on top. They lead by 3. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Spurs lead by 3. Pass to Vassell. Here's Castle. Fox on the run. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
Yeah, I love how Fox uses that wiry frame of his. He's eel-like in his ability to get to spots he wants to get to. He's always under control despite playing at a high rate of speed.
Washington outside. Sinks it from distance. Washington's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
The shot by Wembanyama, no good.
Well, that's a good player missing from point-blank range. That's one you got to convert.
Pass to Marshall. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
Yeah, those were fine numbers he posted at the line. It was hard to find fault with anything he did from the stripe.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Now here's Gafford. Still no points. And Davis slams it home.
And I tell you what, AD is able to brush off those defenders with ease because of how strong he is. That's what they call weight room.
And it's Fox missing. The Mavericks leading. Grant, when you talk about De'Aaron Fox, what an exciting player.
That he is, and just now entering the prime years of his career. We've seen him make great strides the last few years, and it's scary trying to think just how much he can still improve.
And he's got it going now. When he's in this kind of a zone, boy, he's fun to watch.
Irving. Pass to Exum. Gafford with the ball. He's picked up by Vassell. Back to Gafford. And the dunk by Gafford.
Great feed from Davis, a big guy with nice vision.
Out to Fox. Right wing. Now Barnes. Fires the three. Gafford grabs the miss.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Pass to Davis. AD doing what he does.
High above the rim. Not many guys have that kind of length and verticality. I mean, Davis, one of the very few.
And Greg Popovich has called timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. San Antonio trailing here. Pass to Branham. Fires for three. Drills it from deep. Branham's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Good.
Hey, you need a big night from one of your stars? I introduce you to Kyrie Irving. He is lethal and able.
Now here's Paul. No made baskets yet. The shot by Sohan, no good. Here's the break. Davis polishes off the break.
Anthony Davis understands the value of points in transition, getting out and finishing on the break.
Pass to Branham. There's the triple. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Now Gafford. Sohan covering. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. These are his first free throws of the game.
You know, guys, when you look at those numbers last year for him, I think it does affect how much you're willing to go after contact because you're a little fearful of getting to the foul line unless you're in the and one situation. Too many trips to the line when you shoot it as poorly as he does actually can hurt you.
Now here's Biyombo. Pass to Sohan. Clock at 4. And the layup falls.
So good at keeping his balance through contact. Sohan showing some poise right there.
To the left wing. Williams with it. He's guarded by Paul. Back to Gafford. And the dunk by Gafford.
With the explosive leaping ability, he's able to play center despite being undersized.
Pass to Branham. Fires from deep. Gets the three to fall. Branham's got 6 points.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Here's Williams. Gafford with the ball. Here's Christie to the inside. Goes back up. Gafford in the post. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there. Couldn't get it to go. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Pass to Paul. From deep. And San Antonio hits again from deep.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped. You know, guys, sometimes that just happens, but you don't like to see it when the game is this close.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
And Greg Popovich has called timeout. He wants to review the game plan. Here's Wesley. Pass to Branham. And there's a defensive 3-second call. San Antonio shooting their second free throw attempt on the night. And the technical free throw is good. Long range from the inbound. And that'll do it for the third quarter. San Antonio on top. They lead by 4. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter when we return. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Mavericks trail by 4. Here's Christie. Washington outside. To the paint. Here's Lively. And a slam dunk by Lively.
Boy, an excellent passer for a big man. P.J. Washington's floor awareness, impressive.
And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. So for Dallas. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Greg Popovich's huddle. Coach was blunt with his assessment. He said to throw out everything that happened until now. It is a brand new game, and it's only a few minutes. Leave it out on the floor. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. San Antonio leading. Back to Fox. The 3-ball. Gafford grabs the miss. And a fast break now. The Mavericks on the run. And Davis slams it home.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Stolen by Vassell. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
And Wembanyama can dunk it basically just standing up. You got to keep him out of the paint.
Pass to Thompson. Lets it go from deep. And good. Coming on the assist by Irving. Thompson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Castle. Puts up a 3. Knocks down the long J. And the Spurs lead by 2.
And how's that for a response? Castle coming back with the revenge 3.
Down low. Gafford. And the dunk by Gafford.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner. Secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Back to Davis. Whoa! Can't outmuscle Davis inside.
Good positioning that time from AD. Working the pick and roll beautifully.
Pass to Fox. And there's the foul. It'll go on Kyrie Irving. That'll be a second foul of the game. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Fox outside. Wembanyama with it. Here's Castle. Kyrie Irving clears the rebound. It's an even 3-on-3 break. It's stolen by Barnes. Here's Kessel. Here's Wembanyama. That's basket number 6 in 8 tries.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game, and that one was easy.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage, never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Now here's Irving. 6 to shoot. Back to Thompson. Rebound San Antonio. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Outside Barnes. Fox outside. Kicks it out to Barnes. Back to Fox. For 3. Gafford grabs the miss. The Mavericks on offense. To the middle. Davis misses. It's Barnes on the wing. Pass to Wembanyama. Wow! Victor takes it to him inside.
No fear in this young man. We're already getting a sense of Wembanyama's killer instinct.
Outside Irving. Going inside. Davis down low. Dallas needs to get off a shot. The 3 from Thompson. That one no good.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
Not sure what he was thinking about with that pass. Just sailed it right out of bounds.
Here's Irving. Pass to Gafford. Exum left side. Again, the miss by Dallas. Oh, and a fast break for the Spurs. Ooh, look at Fox using his speed.
And talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
And now we've got an intentional foul. .29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And they go to the intentional foul. First free throw is good. And that puts him up 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's a 6-point ball game.
That's how you protect a lead. Build it out with clutch free throws.
Thompson outside. Cash! What a beautiful shot. Brings him within 3.
Fantastic to see Klay Thompson deliver when his team needs a basket most.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
And you know what? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late-game free throws are a lot different than early-game free throws in terms of making them. 2-possession game now, guys. Some very important free throws there.
Here's Thompson. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's on Devin Vassell.
Look, you never want to foul a jump shooter. And, guys, hear me on this. I'm pretty sure Klay qualifies as a jump shooter. A steady hand at the line in a tough situation narrows it to a 1-possession game.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. Let's hear from our analyst. Give us your take on the strategy being discussed right now.
If they leave the arc open, take it. But it may be safer to get a quick 2 and then foul.
Either way, they got to score the ball.
and looking to even the score with a huge three.
You don't want to force it, though. Still need to get a quality look.
And so it's San Antonio who scraped by with the win. That was an incredible night of hoops. A tremendous finish. They waited until the very last moment to seal it.
And so many times we see these close games won by the home team.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Grant Hill, Clark